it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Today's project is this one. Now, I posted yesterday about the Inspire Create Challenge sketch challenge and did a completely different card for that. But I thought I would today bring you another one using the same sketch, just to show that you can get such different looks from the same sketch. So, this uses the Cake Soiree stamps, Cake Soiree stamps and Sweet Soiree Specialty Designer Series paper from the Spring Summer catalogue. It also uses the Berry Burst Metallic Edge ribbon and then some silver metallic thread. And I've also used the dies that go with the set, so you can get these as a bundle if you want the dies and the stamps. If you get them as a bundle, you save 10%, which is always a good thing. And if you get them during Celebration, which remember ends at the end of March, this bundle will qualify you for a Celebration item without adding anything else to your trolley. If you add more, then obviously you can get more bits and pieces from Celebration. And Celebration now includes some items from the annual and the Spring Summer catalogue, and some items that have been sort of hidden away that were short promotions. There was the Happy Colour Me Happy promotion when we first launched blends, and part of that is part of the promotion as well. Anyway, so this is a very, very pink project, and I've inside I put the cake, because cakes don't always have to be on the outside. So may your day be as wonderful as you. Happy birthday. So it's mostly Berry Burst and Calypso Coral. But if you're not a pink person, and I know people who are not pink people, I thought we would do a Marina Mist and Daffodil Delight version. I have already pre-cut this floral with the dies. The dies have all sorts of bits and pieces. Let me grab them. So you can cut out the cake. You've got a cake stand. You've got a tag, which is beautiful. You can make up a cake stand. So you can have this as a proper cake stand. You've got bows. You've got floral pieces, and then you've got dies to cut out flowers. Now here's the thing. You've got doubles of the large, let me grab the stamps, double stamp set, by the way. So you've got doubles of this one. So you can do both the outline and the solid, and obviously you can mount them up, layer them up, but you can cut more than one at a time, which is great. Ditto for the leaf. In fact, both of the leaves, so this crinkly leaf and the straight leaf, and also this little flower here. You can cut that, two of those at once. So great, been really well thought out. As I say, double stamp set. So huge stamp set. So I cut this with foil using the outline die. And the reason I've got it stuck on the back of this is because I had already put some of the multi-purpose adhesive sheet on it, and then thought, now what do I do? Because the backing had come off. So actually what I'm going to do is take that and stick it in the middle of my mat. And yes, you may think I'm mad. Probably am, actually. Because what I'm then going to do is, without stabbing myself, ideally, just cut that out. Now you could be a bit neater and use a punch or something that's big enough to get a bit out of the middle, but hey. And then what I'm going to do is just gently cut that out. Now there isn't a die to do this, because obviously the die is just the outline, and there isn't one that does the solid, but it's very easy. Once you've stuck the foil or whatever colour you're using on, just stick it on your cardstock and just follow the edge. Simple as. And as you can see, it doesn't take a huge effort to do that. So there we are. We now have a yellow rose with silver highlights. So that will then get mounted up with that. But before we do that, we need to attach a piece of ribbon. Now, we don't have yellow of any description, ribbon with a metallic edge, but we do have the wherewithal to make it. So I'm going to use this again because it's a nice slick surface. I've got the white silver-edged metallic ribbon and the dark Daffodil Delight blend. Don't know there's only quite as long a piece. We'll do quite as long a piece. Right, okay, so what I suggest is that you just place it on your ribbon and basically pull. You may need to pull twice because the blend is slightly narrower than the ribbon, but it is as simple as that. Just make sure you get it well in. And I'm just using, getting yellow everywhere because of course it does take a wee while to dry and I've not been allowing for that, but that's fine. I'll show you how I clear that up in a moment. So you can have any, if you've got white ribbon and blends, you can have any colour ribbon your little heart desires. It's fantastic. Now the dye does stiffen the ribbon very fractionally, but it's minimal, and it colours your fingers a beautiful shade of yellow. So I'm going to pop that over my light that happens to be there, and just clean that up so that I don't get Daffodil Delight everywhere. And all I've got is a bit of hand gel. And it's, you know, one of those antibacterial hand gels. It's got a bit of alcohol in it, so if I squish that on, and there we go, all gone. This is also very good for getting sticky marks off, and great if you've got sticky scissors because you've been cutting sticky tape. Great. So there we go, cheap as chips. Right, okay, so on this one I put the ribbon round just the cardstock. On this version I'm going to put it around the mat as well. So, let's see, where is my snail? There it is. I'm just going to pop some snail on here. It's all going to be tied together, so I'm not concerned too much. Because we're going to have ribbon around it too. So that's that. Now, somewhere in my little box of prep stuff, I've got a piece of card that is going to be too big for my stamping, but too big is better than too small. So, Marina Mist ink and a suitable size block, and may your birthday be as wonderful as you are. Now the trick is always to put it straight on your block, because then you can stamp it straight on your card. Whether this is straight, I don't know. We're about to find out. Oh, love it when a plan comes together. It's so rare as well. Right, so that's that. Now, do I want to trim that down a bit? I think I might possibly trim it down a wee bit. I might regret it, but, you know, live dangerously. So, let's bring in the trimmer. And, oops, just a bit less. So I'm going to line it up with the edge of the little removable mat. And there we are. That's that trimmed down beautifully. Close that up. And we can start putting things together. So my ribbon is now dry. And it is a little bit stiffer than it was, as I say. But that's fine. and I mean ridiculously long, but that's fine too. And all I'm going to do is tie it in a knot because it's easier than tying it in a bow. And we are already at 10 minutes, which is not too bad, but not great. That's actually an upside down knot, but never mind. Okay. I had scissors just now, I buried them under stamps. So, let's just trim that and trim, oops, trim that. And then this gets stuck to the front of our card. And I'm going to actually put a reasonable amount of snail either side of the ribbon because the ribbon can help pull everything up. So pop that on the front of our card. Then good old dimensionals. And I also need some silver thread before I forget. Now the silver thread I am going to stick on with fuse because it's just that little bit stronger. And all I'm going to do is get the end out. Probably that much will do. Now your metallic thread does not come with these little notches in. I cut those with a pair of old, stressed, old scissors. You do not want to use your lovely snips, but I just find it an easier way of making sure that, actually I don't like that, it's an easier way of making sure that, I want it a bit wider, that you've got somewhere to put your end, because otherwise it does kind of go a bit mad. Right, just want to fluff that out. And then pop it on my fast fuse. Pop the ends in. One end, two ends, come on ends. Ah, there we go. Right, dimensionals. 1, 2, probably 3 will be enough. 1, 2, come along, 2, 3. Probably don't need it quite that long. Let's just cut that off and then pop this. Actually I had it all the way off. I'm going to have it just to the edge of the mat this time. And then a dimensional on the back of here. And then I'm going to pop a wee bit of glue just there to stick to the card. That has got our stamping on. And that's, whoops, that's better. If I hold that for a moment, it'll sort itself out. And then we just need to do the inside of the card. So we have a mat and our Marina Mist ink pad. And our cake base and our cake top. I'm going to use, might use that one for that, that's probably best. Right, okay, this block is far too big, but never mind, it's fine. So, piece of scrap paper, because I want to stamp off. The previous version I had shades that kind of worked properly. This one I don't really. I want a lighter blue, but I want it to be in that same tone as the Marina Mist. So I'm stamping off once, like that, and then I'm going to ink this up, which is the frilly bit, if you like. And then here's something we haven't used for a while. Stamp-a-magic. Now, I have got my Stamparatus, but as a lot of you haven't, I'm loath to use it too much just yet. So with the Stamp-A-Majig, you just get your image sheet, you line it up into the corner of your Stamp-A-Majig and stamp. And you, for the ordinary classic inks, you use, there's a slightly rough side and a slick side. You use the slightly rough side, pop it on your stamped image where you want it, line up your Stamp-A-Majig, ink up your stamp again, holding that, remove your image sheet and then just go straight down your Stamp-A-Majig. You can get rid of that now. And there you are, beautifully lined up. So that's that. And there's the card. Don't need that anymore, don't need that anymore. And it wipes up really nicely just with a baby wipe. So that's fine, or a piece of kitchen paper actually will do fine. Oops. So, snail on the inside of the card. Image. And there we are. The blue version and the pink version. So for those of you who do not like my pink projects, there's a blue one. And I know there are a few who don't like too much pink. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found it interesting. Things like colouring the ribbon. And another version of the sketch from yesterday. So don't think that you can only make one project with a sketch. You can make lots and they will look totally different. These obviously are meant to look sort of similar because they're the same thing, just in a different colour scheme. But if I grab yesterday's, they're similar, but they are, you wouldn't instantly know that they were from the same sketch other than by putting them next to each other. So I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you don't already subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. If you would like to get my mailing list wherever you are in the world, just pop over to my blog. There's a link to that below, which will have all the dimensions and all the products on it, and some different photographs and whatnot. If you go to the very bottom of the web version of my blog, you'll find a sign-up form for my mailing list. Alternatively, go to my Facebook business page, and there's a sign-up button there. So you can do it that way instead. And if you're in the UK and you're over 18 and you're not a Stampin' Up demonstrator and you sign up to my mailing list before the end of March, I will enter you into a prize draw for a little craft kit, and I'll draw that in April. So that's it for now. If you need any products, obviously it would be lovely if you were able to shop with me. And that's it for now. I will see you tomorrow. Bye!